So my name is Lloyd Edmondson, and I'm the Client Development Director at Austral Group. We organize global immersions for MBA programs around the world to go to United States, Latin America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. We also organize global consulting projects for students, which can take place in an online setting or in person during those global immersions themselves. So during our session with the University of Southampton MBA, we were discussing how the hybrid model for them has worked very well to be able to build in online global consultant experiences before they get to the travel part, and then shortening the experience on the ground, one, to help with some of the cost structure of these programs, but also to make it an all-encompassing experience for all of the students to be involved in. So this worked really well because the students were able to work for about 2 or 3 weeks prior to travel with the firms in Dubai. They did 10 consulting projects in total in Dubai, and they worked for 2 weeks on that, and then they had about a 5-day program on the ground where they then finished off their presentations and delivered the results to the companies that they were working with. So one of them is scaling. How do business schools manage to scale their global immersions and their global consulting projects? As student cohort sizes increase, they want to try and find consistency across all of the projects and the immersions that they organize. So Austral Group is fortunate to have staff in multiple places around the world where we're sourcing these projects and organizing the study trips with the local people who understand that local business environment. So we're able to get that consistency across multiple continents, which is very important for the business schools. They're also finding it a struggle to be able to get the commitment these days from a multitude of companies for the live consulting projects. They tap into their own alumni network, but there's only so far you can go in utilizing that alumni network for those projects. And that's where Austral Group will step in and complement what a lot of the business schools, maybe they have a gap in a certain industry or with a certain discipline, and we're able to step in and support to fill those gaps with those projects. So it's really helping the business schools with their career development initiatives for the students, making sure that they're ticking the employability boxes that the students have to give them exposure in new sectors and new industries and new positions. And I think that's where now the global consulting projects is a really good fit for what the business schools need to do on a global setting. So we start out by understanding each single business school's student profile and faculty profile. Every school has a different academic focus for their global business curriculum and modules. So once we have that in mind and we understand where their focus wants to be, we will then suggest certain regions of the world or certain structures of the global business module that is the best fit for them. Sometimes they might be shorter, sharper hackathon experiences. Sometimes there'll be a full 3 to 4 month global consulting project. Again, every single school's different, so we customize according to that school's needs. And then once we have that in place, we then support the faculty and students during that learning path as they prepare to travel or to work on that global consulting project. So making them culturally aware of the places that they're visiting. How can our local staff in Dubai or in Chile, for example, prep the students on what to expect when they start working in that environment with those companies? So we're trying to support the schools in areas where they maybe don't have as many resources to dedicate to this area. And that way they can really focus on the student needs, and we're able to then focus on the global program needs when they get there.